welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. I am Coach Julia, and today we are going to be tackling jump combinations. I am going to be showing you how to create jump combinations by adding a toe loop or a loop or a half loop to a previous jump. So we're going to string those together, and I'm going to show you how to do this. You are going to want to know how to do your single rotation jumps. So you want to know at least how to do a waltz jump and a toe loop, but a salchow, a loop, a half loop, a flip, any of those are helpful. If you know how to do a lutz or an axel, these jump combos work with that as well. So if you know how to do those single jumps, we can get started. But if you don't, I will leave some links to tutorials on how to do those single rotation jumps in the description down below. You can work on those, practice them, and when you're ready, come back to this video. But if you know how to do those jumps, let's get started. So the first combo we're going to do is using a toe loop jump. All right, so I'm right-handed. I'm going to be demonstrating these rotating counterclockwise. If you're left-handed, you can reverse these directions. But a toe loop jump starts on a right inside 3 turn, taps behind, heel comes around, and you're going to land. So that is going to be the second jump in our combo. All right, so whatever you do, your first jump, it could be a waltz jump, another toe loop, a salchow, whatever you want. We're going to add a toe loop to the end of it. All right, so let me get started. I'm going to show it to you from a waltz jump because that's just really simple. Okay, so we start with our waltz jump, and the change comes from the landing. So we land that jump. Now, normally we're going to land in a nice, strong check position, our hands in a strong V, our leg out at an angle behind us. And this is where the change happens. Instead of landing in that check position, we're actually going to open our arms up to the right side as if you're getting ready to take off for a toe loop. So you're going to land that waltz jump and open to the right side, okay? So my left hand's in front, right hand's in back. And our free leg, instead of checking out to the side, it's going to come around in a big circle and tap way behind us in a slight crisscross. So here is our toe loop entrance, right? So we have waltz jump. We're going to land that waltz jump in a toe loop entrance. So now let's do it with the actual jump. I've shown you your landing position from the waltz jump. Now we can spring into the jump. Now, one thing to keep in mind with any jump combination is as your knee compresses from the landing of one jump, that's going to create the spring into the next jump. So by the time your knee is at its full compression, you want to be fully in your position ready to jump off the next one. If you let your knee rise before you're ready to jump, you're going to lose all of the spring. It's going to be much more difficult to get the second jump clean. All right, so we're going to go waltz jump, land, toe loop. Okay? So just make sure, like I said, when your knee is at its most compressed, you are ready to spring up and take off for that second jump. Now, we can do this with any jump, right? So let's try it from a salchow, okay? This is the next jump up from a waltz jump. So we have 3 turn, salchow, landing, toe loop. All right, so I want you to play around with that toe loop. Whatever jumps you know how to do, whether it's a waltz jump, a salchow, a toe loop, a flip, whatever jump you know how to do, try adding a toe loop to the end, and voila, you have your first jump combination. So now we're going to try a loop jump combination. So again, the loop is going to be the second jump in the combination. To do a loop jump, you're going to have to land your previous jump in a closed landing position. So let's go over that first. So again, I'm going to try it from a waltz jump just because that's going to be simple. So your landing, instead of being in a nice check, is going to be closed. So that closed position means, again, your upper body is facing your right side, so left hand in front, right hand in back, but your free leg, instead of checking out behind or coming around and tapping behind you, is actually going to be in front. Okay, so you're going to land your jump with that free leg in front. All right, so we're going to take off for that jump and land in our closed position. You can see that everything is over on the right side like a backspin, right? Okay, so everything is over on your landing side. Your body is lined up over that side so you get a nice spring action with your landing leg. Now, just like the toe loop jump combo, you want your loop, the knee to bend, and by the time it's all the way at the bottom of its compression, at the lowest point, you want to be ready to take off for the loop jump, okay? So that knee compression has to launch you back up into your next jump. If you don't get that proper compression, you're gonna have a really hard time completing your loop jump. Okay, so let's try this all together. We're gonna do, just for today, loop, waltz jump, loop jump, so you can see how these two string together. So I'm gonna take off from my waltz jump, land closed, and hop back up into my loop jump. Now the loop jump is a really fun jump combo. You can easily tag it onto the end of any previous jump as long as you know how to do a single loop so far. So get those loop jumps really, really strong so you can add them on to the end of other jumps and create a really fun jump combo. My favorite thing to do is to string a whole bunch of loops together. When I was young and practicing hours and hours every day, I could do 13 loop jumps in a row without putting my other foot down. Can't do that anymore, but it's a really, really great exercise and is so good for helping you keep that strong axis, that strong rotational axis over that right side. So that's a fun challenge. And you know what? I want to see you guys trying to string loop jumps together, and tag me on Instagram because I want to see how many you can do. Now we're going to throw in one more kind of jump combination you can do. That is using a half loop. That jump does go by a couple of other names, but here we usually call it a half loop, so that's what I'm going to go with. All right, so a half loop takes off just like a loop jump, but you land on the opposite foot. It's still a full rotation, so it's not like you land forward like other half jumps. You're just switching feet on the landing. So I'll show you that. So a half loop, you can do it from an inside three turn, you can do it from crossovers. For now, I'm just gonna do it from an inside three turn. So inside three turn, and you're gonna loop, and you're gonna land backwards on your opposite foot. So for me, that's gonna be my left inside edge. So you're still gonna land on that toe and rock down. You're just landing on your inside edge going backwards. Okay, so that is a half loop. It's great to practice all on its own. In ISI, it's in the freestyle 4-level test, so you're gonna wanna practice that. But we are gonna use it in a jump combination today. So that half loop is something you're going to use when you're doing a salchow, a flip, or a lutz afterwards, because it's a way of changing feet. So both the toe loop and the loop, you landed on the right leg, which means the next action has to be with the left leg as the free leg, right? So you're looking at another toe loop, a loop jump, something like that. But a half loop frees up your right leg so you can bring it around into a salchow, you can tap with it into a lutz or a flip. Okay, so that's where the half loop is used in jump combinations. And so it's usually the center. So the other two were the second in a combo. This is gonna be the center in a combo. So I'm gonna try it show you from a waltz jump as I've done with the other ones. It's again gonna land in a closed position just like a full loop. So you're gonna land in that closed position. But instead of jumping and landing on your right leg, you're gonna jump and land on the left. So waltz jump, closed, jump and land on the left. Okay, so now this sets you up to bring your leg around for a salchow or reach back and tap for a tapped jump. Let's try that with a salchow. All right, so our combo is gonna go waltz jump, half loop, salchow. And just like the others, you want to have the lowest point of your landing for that half loop. Be ready to spring back up into your next jump. All right, your knee compression is very important. You want to think of it like a spring. And at the very bottom of that compression, you need to be ready to take off for the next jump so that spring action will help lift you up into the air. skaters, I hope you enjoyed that one. I look forward to seeing all your progress on Instagram. Make sure to tag me in your posts at Skating Coach Julia so I can check up and see how those jump combinations are going. If you enjoyed this, please do give us that thumbs up. And as always, I look forward to reading all your comments in this section down below. If you haven't done so yet, then hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell down in the corner so you can see all my videos when they come out. Happy skating, and I'll see you next time.